to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Always a pleasure to be rocking and rolling for all you beautiful souls around the globe. Let's get that center action happening. I hope you all are doing well. Who's in here at the moment? What's up, Elise? Good morning, evening, Van fam. I have to get to sleep, but have fun. Thank you. What's up, Jazzy? What's up to all you guys? Hope you all are doing well. Hope everyone is good. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna decide to go live, talk about the VANS with an S actually. I know some of you guys, I've looked at some of the comments. I know some of you guys have some, questions and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of excitement. What's up, Anthony? How are you? Hope you're well. So yeah, I thought I would do the stream and talk about the VANS, the plans with the VANS, everything, all the whole, everything about the whole VANS. So this live stream and anything else, any other questions you guys have, whether it's with van life or all the different vans, Van Diesel, Vantastic, Van Normus. This is opportunity to talk about it all. And yeah, guys, let's have a chat. Let's have a good conversation. Hopefully I don't get bit by too many mosquitoes and midges today. There's been a lot of them out lately, and this thing does not work as well as I thought it did. In reality, it doesn't really work, unfortunately. So yeah, I've been getting bit like crazy with this thing, which sucks. But it is what it is. Hope you all are well. Everyone who's watching in the background, what's up to all of you guys? And yeah, guys, I'm really excited. As you guys know, there's been a lot that's been happening in the past couple of weeks. There's been unexpected things happening, and it's an exciting time. Anthony goes, #van life. Where did your obsession with collecting vans start? So yeah, look, and that's what I talk about. It wasn't really, the plan wasn't to have for myself, for my home, like a bunch of vans. What happened was I wanted to get a van that had a higher roof, a longer wheelbase, because after spending the past few months in Van Diesel here, I come to discover that it's not really spacious enough for the things I want to do, and just to be able to even just to exist with normal things. You like standing, you can't stand up, so you're constantly having to bend over. It gets really painful on your lower back, and then you're on your knees and stuff like that constantly, so your knees start hurting and things. So I always wanted to, even before I got Van Diesel, I wanted to get a high roof, long wheelbase van. But because at the time I kind of got desperate, and I didn't have any other option, I kind of just had to get something quick. And so I ended up trading one of my other cars, the Audi. If you guys are on the channel, know I ended up trading that for Van Diesel originally. And that's how I ended up with Van Diesel early on. So then just when the opportunity is waiting for the opportunity to be able to upgrade. And at the time to upgrade was really good in sense of I knew what I wanted now. I toughed it out in this van, so I knew what I was looking for, and I definitely knew what I needed in a van, as for a home, and what I wanted. And now it was like, now I could go out and find that exact van that I really, really wanted to be my home. So basically, and I'll just lead on from that conversation. So the opportunity came where I found a van that I thought was the perfect van. I found a van, I was like, that's the van, that's going to be great, high roof, long wheelbase. And that was Vantastic. So that was the first van that I had told you guys about. If you was in a live stream like 2-3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks ago, it was a while ago. It's like the beginning of July. And I was like, okay, that's the van, super excited. And I was super excited, but there was a period of time where I had to wait until I would be able to get Vantastic, which ended up being like 3 or 4 weeks. Within that period of time, I came to light that there was things wrong with Vantastic that the guy who was selling the van had not told me. So like the power steering was out. He didn't mention that, and then I found out it was out. Things like that. So that kind of then made me go, oh, geez, I just wanted a van that had no problems. You know, I wanted something perfect where I wasn't going to have to worry and stress and any of that kind of stuff. So, did you move to Vans because it was too expensive to own a house or an apartment? Where you live? Do you live in California? So Anthony, yeah, okay, I'll finish this other what I was saying, and then I'll answer that question. Yeah, so basically, I've then decided, I went cold on getting Vantastic. I was like, nah, I'm not going to get it and everything. And the price that Vantastic was, with those new things that I found wrong with it, I was like, I don't know, because I had a limited amount of money to play. For you guys who don't know as well, like the only reason I was able to get these vans, the 2 vans that you guys have seen, the only reason I was able to get those 2 vans was because I had one of our family members, and actually a couple family members, who actually put money towards making that achievable. So specifically to get the vans. So I had a family member who did that, and they wanted to make sure, they wanted me to have a van that was better for my well-being, for my health. They really wanted, they actually came to me about it and said, hey, look, what would you think about this? And they wanted to help me be able to get the van that they thought would be better for my well-being and my health and all that kind of stuff. And so they came to me and talked to me about it. So, and then that along with, and just from general talking, so you guys know who don't know, I think most people know, but everything that I do, YouTube is my job. So this is my job. It's what I do. It's not just something I do for fun. It is my job. It became my job. It became my full-time, what I do to make a living and to survive. So everything that I do and have is because from YouTube, from my job. Whether that's through AdSense, whether that's through donations from you guys, whether that's through reaction requests, whether that's through merch or whatever, every single thing, including me eating food, surviving, everything is from your guys' support. So that's why every time when you guys hear me say thank you guys so much for your support, it means the world to me, because again, this is my job, and without your support, I would not be able to literally survive or do any of these things. This is because of you guys. This is because of your support. So this is my job, it's what I do, and your guys' support helps make it possible for me to continue doing my job and doing what I do and to survive and live and all that stuff. So I would not have been able to get Vantastic, or and I'll explain the story how that happened with Van Normus in just a sec, I'll say, but I wouldn't have been able to get either of those vans without family members stepping up and wanting to make that happen, make that a reality. And so shout out to, and there's ongoing family who help in the background regularly. Every month I have some family members who regularly donate and support everything, okay, that I do. They want to make donations and support everything, and that's how I manage to do everything. So, again, thank you to, I always say this to everyone, thank you to all of you guys who show your support in the various ways, because that support is in various ways. It's not just only about donations. It's not only about that, or buying merch or buying reaction quests. Like, you guys support with thumbs ups. You guys support with subscribing. You guys support with watching the ads for the AdSense, which, as you go, for YouTubers who use YouTube as a job, that's how we get paid, is through AdSense, through the ads. So you guys watching the ads helps with that. You guys watching the content, whether it's live streams, whether it's videos, whatever, it helps with that. You guys giving thumbs up, you guys dropping comments and all that kind of stuff. It all helps. So I'm always thankful for all of those things. And basically, the short version with how I ended up with 2 vans, because to continue answering your question, I wasn't on a quest to start collecting vans. That was not my goal. I was going to be happy with just one perfect van for me to live in. But the opportunity rose where, is they naked? Oh my gosh. Okay. There's someone. When you're camping out in the middle of nowhere, some people, I think, just get too comfortable thinking they're in the middle of nowhere and no one can see them. I just saw a naked person. What the hell? I can't unsee some things sometimes. Anyway, so long story short, I basically ended up, so Vantastic, which is again the Ford Transit van, the original one. So that I went back inside it after wasn't going to go ahead and get that van. Ended up going back and deciding I would get it, because after talking to the guy selling it, and I was like, man, look, when I first put the deposit on this van and was talking about it, you told me it was perfect and nothing was wrong with it. Now there's the power steering's wrong with it, and that wasn't what you told me. It's supposed to be perfect, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, long story short, after talking to him, he said, look, I'll tell you what, and this is after the fact, guys, after I had literally canceled, he gave me my deposit back. This is like after the fact, a couple weeks later, and that happened because I was like, I had a conversation with him, and he's like, you know what, if you buy it, I'll give it to you for even cheaper. So he dropped significant the price. It was like half of what he originally wanted for the van. Like, he dropped it like half. And I thought, half, okay. And for me, you guys know, I'm not afraid to work on this stuff and take my time and get where I want to get to with these things. So for me, and again, because I don't have lots of money, like where I can just go out and buy a new van, a brand new van or something perfect. So my options are vans that are in need of some tender loving care, is a nice way to put it. They have issues. They've got things wrong with them. And that's what's in my budget, is the vans that have things wrong with them. My goal every time is to minimize and find the van that has the least amount of things wrong with it within my budget. So what happened, there was a different van that I had decided to get, which I told you guys that who watched the other stream. I was like, well, this other van is newer, it's come along, I'm going to get that one instead. And then he ended up selling that to someone else. So that van had fallen through. Suddenly, I had just done that live stream. If you guys who saw the live stream, where I was like, guys, you remember I've got now a van that is going to be picked up on Monday, I said to you guys, or something like that. And he sold it on the weekend. The van ended up being gone. So I lost that van. He sold it to someone else. And suddenly I had no van, but I told you guys I was getting the van this weekend or something in that stream. And I was like, man, now I've got nothing. So that's when I decided to call the dude about Vantastic and say, look, this is the deal. What's the deal with that van? Tell me what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And because then I saw that he had advertised it again and saying he had to sell it by the weekend as well. He was desperate. It looked like he'd become desperate to move it. And I was like, man, okay, half of the price of what you originally was asking, and I was willing to pay the full original price originally until the power steering pump issue and all that. So I was like, all right, I'll get it. So I got it, and I was going to be happy and content with, wow, I just got the van for half the price. That means the money that had been, by the family donated and things to help me be able to achieve this, to make this happen. I was like, cool, I can put all of that money into doing that van up, into getting it perfect, to getting it, start doing the things that need to be done to it and making it my home, my perfect home. Cool, awesome, good. Well, then, mind you, this van was kind of like the consolation van. It was never the van. You know what I mean? Like, it was a good van. It had the high roof, long wheelbase, but it wasn't the van. Like, if I had the money right out of my pocket to go out and get the van I really wanted, it wasn't that van. Well, as luck would have it, this, as things do, I'm randomly, again, looking, I happen to be looking around, you know, a marketplace, things like that. And this van pops up that happens to be, AKA Van Normus, happens to be the van that I actually really wanted. Like, this is the van all along I'd been searching for. And if I could have got it at any time, I would have got it, but it was always out of reach. It's too expensive. And this one ended up being really cheap, like of what they go for, right? And of course, when people are selling these things cheap, there's usually probably a reason why. In this van's case, there's some issue with the diff is noisy. It's a noisy diff. So that's one of the reasons. So that's going to need to be addressed at some stage. But it could end up being a cheap thing. It could be a bit more expensive thing. According to the guy who's a mechanic who sold me the van, he's actually a mechanic. He has mechanics that work for him. So I kind of felt comfortable that he was going to tell me legit things, right? Because he's a mechanic. He said, look, it's probably going to need about it's like the bearings or something he was saying. So it's not going to be a crazy expensive repair for the diff. He just doesn't have time because he works like up in mines or something like that. He's like on some rotating schedule. He's gone. He's got family. He's got kids. He's got all of that kind of stuff. So he's like, I don't have the time. And he's also had an injury or something. He's not health-wise, wasn't good. So he was going to fix it up and do all these things. And he's like, look, I just don't have the time now. I just can't do it. And they ended up getting rid of it also because they decided to get a camper van and blah, 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 blah. So hence the price got cheaper because it needed a diff. If you guys watched the video where I gave the tour of that van, you can see there's rust and things, that need attention. But all of it's like surface rust. So it really needs just some work, some elbow grease, man. Some freaking get a grinder, get some wet sandpaper, get some primer, get some whatever anti-rust stuff, whatever, and put in the wrench time to just get it good. It just needs that mainly. It needs a good clean. The inside is freaking, got spider webs and all kinds of stuff. And just a van that's been sitting for a while. They had it just sitting. They weren't driving it. And they were like, they just decided to get rid of it. So the price of that van, it so happens, fit perfectly into exact to the dollar, literally to what kind of originally I would have been going to pay for both vans, kind of like if I was going to be getting two vans, if I was going to get the original vans, fantastic first, that's kind of what now is able to get two vans for, basically, more or less, right? Again, I had the assistance of family members in our family who have said they wanted to help make this happen. And one person in particular really was diligently doing everything in their power to make this a reality. And then I have another family member who regularly, as I said, always there every month supporting, okay, donating, whatnot. I don't drop names because, I'm not putting them in their spot and they don't want to be put in the spot. They're not doing it for that reason. But there's people like that. There's also other family, which you guys know, because if you're in the streams and things, you know there's other family who also regularly like to donate and support the channel and everything in their own way as well, and support me, and they make donations. There's people who make reaction requests. So all of these things, and I need you guys to understand that, because I don't want anyone to get some false illusion that I'm surviving and doing these things any other way. 100% of everything I do is on YouTube here. This is my job. It's my full-time. It's my life. It's my everything. And via everything YouTube, which consists of ad revenue, donations, reaction requests, merch, whatever, the whole nine, all of that world is how I survive. Okay? And that's how I've been able to do all these things. So once again, I want to say thank you guys for that support. Anyways, basically 2 vans for the price of 1. That's kind of how it was. Now it's like what I know you guys, I'm getting bit already. That thing does not work. So you guys, I know some of you guys are like, oh, well, what happened to Fantastic? I still have Fantastic. I haven't got rid of Fantastic. I can't access Fantastic at the moment. Well, I don't know if I can or can't, because Sunshine Coast, where I normally am based, is under lockdown now. I don't know if I can just drive in a lockdown and go to, the storage unit, and I can't access it. So that's why you haven't seen me go back and, see Vantastic. And the Beamer, for that matter. Like, all these things are in storage. I can't access, or at least I don't think I can access. I'm not in the Sunshine Coast. I'm not in any of the lockdown areas myself at the moment. In fact, the new van, Vanormous, is far north. I've had to drive super far to get to that van. And now I've got the van, but it's still at the person's house that I bought it from, because I haven't figured out a way to get the van, a practical, cost-effective way to get the van back to my storage down in the Sunshine Coast, which now, even if I could, I don't think I would, because it's under lockdown. And yeah, I don't really want to go down there if they're under lockdown as well, because they're having a big Delta outbreak down in all of Brisbane and Gold Coast areas and stuff like that. So yeah, so I need to get those things you guys keep telling me. Centrilla, those things. I can't even say it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I need to get those things. I had a couple bracelets. I need to get more. I need better solutions. Yeah, so anyways, guys, that's how we ended up with the vans. Again, it's because of your support, 100% your support that's made any of these things happen. And, I keep it 100 with you guys, so you guys know what's going on. Because you guys have questions, fair enough. Why I need more than one van, or am I collecting vans? No, I'm not collecting vans. I just saw an opportunity to get the van I really, really wanted. And then I got the van at first that I already had. And I've ended up with 3 vans. And my plan is, because I do have an idea within, like, say, it's going to probably take me about a year, I would guess, maybe longer. Again, it's all based on, I don't have money until I have money. That's what the nature of being a YouTuber and working on YouTube, until I get donations or ad revenue or all these different things, or merch sales or whatever, as we did Van Diesel, as you guys saw, who came along for the ride with this van. It just slowly will get to where we want to get to. So it could take a year, it could take 2 years. I don't know how long it'll take to get these vans perfect. But the goal, once I do, one of them will be my home. The other 2, I'm going to rent out as a side business, like an opportunity for people who want to experience van life, to go camping, or as they say, glamping. That's what they call it when you're, not roughing it in a tent outside, but you're in a nice, van glamping. That's what they call it. I'm starting to know the lingo now. So yeah, so giving people the experience, rent it out for the weekend, rent it out for a night. It's a big thing now. A lot of people are doing this kind of thing. So that's kind of like a future plan. But also, I'm a YouTuber, so it's also a great opportunity to bring you guys more content. And I enjoy doing this builds. After I did the build of this van, I got the bug, dude. I enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to building up these 2 other vans and giving them their own character, their own look, their own personality, and experimenting, pushing myself to see how far I can go with a build, how extreme I can go with a build, put a shower in a van, put a full proper kitchen in a van, like, and do it myself. Again, like you guys saw me, I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. If you guys haven't watched it, go over to my Off Tap Van Life channel. If you guys haven't already, I've done a proper van build on there of Van Diesel finally, the whole van build. Watch the video. I dropped it like the past few days, and you'll see the whole tour of the van if you haven't seen it already. It's a pretty cool video. It's done really well. Go check that out if you haven't already. So, anyways, yeah, so the goal is to slowly build these vans up and then give other people the opportunity to experience van life. But that'll be only after I've finished enjoying them myself, because I'm looking forward to seeing which van is going to be the van where I feel like, wow, this is the one that's perfect for my home. And getting to know each van, the positives, the negatives, the drivability, all these things. Like, I haven't even driven either the new vans, not even once. My friend picked up Vantastic for me and drove it to the storage for me. I never drove it, not even once. The new van, I didn't drive it even once. I didn't test drive. I did nothing. They started the engine. I let the engine run for like an hour. Um, and it didn't overheat. It didn't leak. Nothing was wrong. He told me he put a new clutch in like, a couple years ago. It's got new brakes. He put the brakes in not too long ago. It's got new bearings and things. So he told me, again, a mechanic guy. So, I took it for face value. And it was late in the evening, kind of like, I just wanted to kind of just keep things smooth and easy because I'd gone such a great distance to get that van anyways. I wasn't going to look back. I kind of felt like, and I almost did. There was a point where I was like, it's a lot rougher than I thought it was and all this. But then I thought, you know what, this is content and it's going to be great doing these builds, making these vans who have tons of problems and flaws and issues and slowly making them perfect. I think it's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to it. And that's content. That's what I do. YouTuber. It's my job. So I think you guys will enjoy it. I know you guys all said you enjoyed the van build, Van Diesel. You guys all loved it. We were live streaming it. A lot of you guys said it was super cool, a lot of fun. And I think you guys will enjoy these other two vans. And let's just see how far I can push these other ones, what other things I can do. And then, so I'm guessing probably about a year, 12 months, 18 months, maybe, hopefully they'll be ready. By then the pandemic will be over, fingers crossed, or at least very manageable. More people with vaccines and stuff. So then by that time, I'll feel comfortable also renting the vans out, because right now I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to rent out vans and have to clean out the vans after the fact with COVID and stuff going on. That's not anything I want to know about. I don't want to interact with any more people than I have to during COVID, the pandemic. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So this is the process. We'll just go with the flow. As you guys know, what we do in this channel, we go with the flow. We see where we end up. We'll see how we get there, So I think that answered that question pretty thoroughly. I think I probably answered quite a few questions in one hit right then. I'm just going to scroll back through here and we'll go back to, so yeah, I'm not collecting vans, but it is going to hopefully become a little bit of a hobby and a side business and something fun that I enjoy with the vans. And who knows, you might end up wanting to do a van life, experience, an off-tap van life experience. You might be able to enjoy and see what it was like for me living in Van Diesel or Vantastic or Van Normus, whichever one I decide that's not going to end up being my home will be the ones that I rent out. So that's the plan. All right. What's up to everyone who's in, by the way, and everyone watching in the background. What's up to all you guys who's silently supporting in the background. Appreciate all of you. Okay, let's see here. Elise goes, I think you should redub Van Normus Vantastic. Vantastic is such a good name. It is a good name. And I think Vantastic, I was kind of just, I kind of feel like I named Vantastic because it originally sounded fantastic, with all the stuff that it was supposed to have in there. I was like, wow, this is fantastic, fantastic. But that's how the name. But yeah, I get it. I totally like the name Vantastic as well. I went with Van Normus because it's giant, huge, enormous, huge, Okay, what was that other question that Anthony had? Hey, Magical, thank you for the dono. I appreciate the super chat there. Thank you for the super chat donation. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That is freaking awesome. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it heaps. What was that other question that Anthony had? Anthony, what was that other question? Oh, okay. Did you move into, I think that meant vans. Did you move into vans because it was too expensive to own a house or an apartment? Where you live, do you live in California? All right, so the original reason I moved into a van was out of necessity. I first was in a car. I was doing car life first. I had an apartment, and my lease ended there at the apartment. Uh, Unfortunately, I was really settled there. I was really enjoying living there. If you watch any of my old videos on this channel with all my reaction um, videos and things like that, you'll see how much I enjoyed being in there and how beautiful it was. It was a really comfortable and cozy place. But out of necessity, I ended up having to move out of the apartment because the lease ended. I couldn't find anywhere else that was affordable at the time within my budget that I had available at the time. And so I decided to first go into my vehicle. I was in my Beamer for a week. Um, I wonder if was it a week or was it 2 weeks? It was a week or 2 weeks. I was in the Beamer, and then I ended up. It was like too rough. I was gonna do the car life thing for as long as I could, and I was like, man, this is just it's there's just not enough space. It's just way too hard. And mind you, because I was attempting to do everything in the vehicle, you gotta understand, because of the pandemic. Again, if it wasn't a pandemic, it would have been different. It would have been a different situation for me. I'm sure. You know, like if it wasn't a pandemic going on, I would have been fine staying in the car and then going to gym. You know, to a gym to take showers and go to the toilet and do that, and I wouldn't have thought twice about it. You know, like it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But because of the pandemic with COVID and everything, I've been wanting to minimize being in those type of environments, you know. And I know I am a bit, I do suffer a bit from OCD. Like I am that kind of person. And so for me, I was like, uh, I want to be in my vehicle and do everything in my vehicle. Now, in the Beamer, especially the E36, it's a 95 Beamer. For you guys who don't know, my E36, um, it is freaking an E36. So it's a 95. So it's small. It's super small. And I was attempting when I was living in there to do everything that I'm doing in a van now in that car. So um, completely everything. So yes, that means including using the toilet. That means taking a bath. That means everything that I was doing in there, doing it in a car. That car in particular, as small as it is, it's too hard, too difficult, wasn't working. So I made the hard decision, which I didn't want to do. I did not want to do. I ended up getting rid of my Audi. And I also, at that time, um, you know, like I would, if I could have made it work, I would have, you know, but it just, nah. So at that time, I was like, you know, I want to find the perfect van. At that time, I already knew what I wanted and what I was looking for. And at that time, also, again, thanks to the support of family members at the time, um, and you know, there's a person in particular who at that time was also helping to um, make this achievable. And so they, you know, they were helping. There was people, there's family in the background helping. You guys might not know. If you don't know, there's people who are helping, and there's people who help, you know, in the streams. You see the people who are there from time to time helping and things like that. So again, none of these things would have been possible if it wasn't for the help of these family members, um, including getting Van Diesel, you know, um, early on, you know, like I had to, even though I traded this in, I still had to pay more money up front along with the trade to get this car. It wasn't just like a straight even Steven kind of situation. Um, which again, I know it's crazy because my, you know, my Audi, I loved that car. I didn't want to sell it. And I also ended up selling my freaking uh, other convertible. People know I loved that car. I ended up getting rid of it. Months before that, I sold my black car I loved. You guys know who's been on the channel. You guys have been following the journey. You guys know. I tell you guys everything. You guys see the journey as I've gone. And but yeah, if it wasn't for you guys, if it wasn't for family members in the background, if it wasn't for all of you guys who do show your support in various ways on the channel, if it wasn't for the donations, if it wasn't for the whole nine that I get from you guys, none of this would have happened. So did I answer that question? Oh yeah, what else was there? So yes, it was too expensive to own a house or an apartment at that time. Where do you live? I'm in Australia at the moment. I'm not back home in the States. I do call California home. I claim California to be my home, even though I don't live there. I'm obviously in Australia. Well, it's not obvious probably, but I am in Australia. And yeah, this is where, actually, technically, this is home. Like it's where I live. Or home away from home, if you want to call it that. But I am from the States, but I live in Australia. Yeah, so. And I was born in Colorado. So people who are from Colorado, Midwest, I know there's been some people saying they're Colorado people. So just so you guys know, a little bit of, I'm a Midwestern. Midwest, technically, if you go from birth. Okay, there we go. See any questions? Groceries just delivered. Awesome, Jazzy. Congratulations. Enjoy your groceries. Enjoy building. Thank you, Magical. I do enjoy it. It's really fun, and I think and I know you guys have enjoyed it too, and I'm super excited to see what comes of these next builds. And look, and that being said, Van Diesel is not finished either by the stretch of imagination. There's more things I needed. That's the other thing. Like right now, I couldn't rent out any vehicle because they all still have things that need to be done to make them perfect for someone to rent out. You know, Van Diesel still needs these done. You know, all the insulation covered and stuff. I need to take trash bags off the back and put curtains or something, make it nicer. You know, put some wall, maybe some wood on the side here, cover up this stuff and make it, you know, clean it up. It won't go into second gear still. I have to fix the clutch, that part, you know, that thing there needs to be fixed. What else? Van Diesel lately, the past 3 days, I've had an issue with Van Diesel hasn't it's been struggling to start a bit. It's been going like for longer periods of time. Usually I just go and just starts right up. I'm pretty sure it's the glow plugs. The glow plugs have been something that the coil thing light has come on. It's been on for a while for that glow plug issue, which I haven't fixed yet, but I'm pretty sure it's the glow plugs, which for you guys who don't have diesels, glow plugs are kind of like spark plugs for the diesel world. Kind of, it's just all about the combustion and help compression of the engine and raising the up in the anyways, you guys don't want to hear about that, and I can't really explain that well anyways, so but long story short, yeah, the that needs to be fixed. So there's things with Van Diesel is not perfect yet. I also never fixed the steering on here yet. The steering issue that I was having early on streams, you guys know about it. So there is still something going on there. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I do hear like a bit of a rattling sound. So there might be something with a steering arm or control arm or the freaking steering column. I don't know exactly. But there's something going on down there. So there's things that need to be perfect before I can obviously rent a car out to someone else. And they need to be insured and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, I'm hoping in a year or something like that, that I'll be in a position and able to make those things happen by that point in time. But in the interim, we just soldier on like we do, you know, baby steps and keep on keeping on until we get where we want to get to. All right. What about for parts? Sorry, got here late. What about for parts? So yeah, the parts and everything for any vehicle that needs stuff done to it, any of the vans or whatever, it's just going to be one of those things where slowly address any issues when I can, you know. Again, you know, these things unfortunately cost money. It's like now I've got the vans, and that was the first step, was just getting them. You know, I just wanted to get my dream van. I wanted to get my, you know, that was the first step, was acquiring the van. I figured the rest out after the fact, you know, which just takes time. You know, it's just be a labor of love over a period of time until I get to the point where I can, you know, buy a part that needs to be fixed, or to fix the rust or fix whatever. Slowly doing that. That'll be part of the builds that go on the channel. That'll be part of the content. And you guys know, again, you guys saw how we did this van. This van was all in steps, and it was through your guys' support that we slowly got things done and kept moving forward, slowly, slowly, slowly. And that's just the nature of it. So, you know, we'll have to just get there when we get there, see what happens along the way, you know. Two vans for the price of one. That is amazing. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, Jazzy. It's two vans for the price of one. Pretty freaking cool. Because that means more content for the price of one, more possibilities for the price of one, more possibilities in terms of even for me, you know, like just not just only about the builds for you guys, you know, content to entertain you guys and all these things, but just for me, like, you know, I get to change the scenery. You know, it's a change of pace. You know, I'm not always in the same room. Like right now, being in Van Diesel is like if you were stuck in one room of your house every day, right? One room of your house, and you couldn't go to the living room. You were stuck in your bedroom the whole time. You know what I mean? Whereas now having these different vans, I can kind of like set them up so one of them feels more like I'm in my living room now, you know, or one feels like I'm in my recording studio now, you know, or one's like I can perform live here now, that kind of feeling, you know. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be cool. You guys know I want to perform live in the van. As I told you, the new jumbo van is going to be the perfect van to achieve that. I'm looking forward to that. So you guys get ready. That's something that I will be doing at some stage once I get access to that van, which that's the tricky part right now. Unfortunately, it's so far north, like we're talking multiple hours, guys. The van is like, geez, tons, hours and hours and hours and hours away from the Sunshine Coast. It is super far away. North Queensland. For you guys that don't know, Queensland's a big state. It's huge. And the part where I'm at is kind of closer to the eastern part. The southern part, more closer to the southern part. Then you've got central and you go all the way up to the northest parts of it. So we're talking like in a car to drive all the way across the state up from south to north of Queensland, you're talking like 40, 45, 50 hours, guys. Like it's crazy. It's huge. It's huge. So when I say it's far, yeah, it's far. So until I can figure out how I'm going to get it back and there's cost involved. I don't have the money now to do that. I can't move the vehicle right now. I don't have the money to do it. I can't do anything. I just got the vans and now I've just got to figure out the next step with that. So that's where we're at. So, yeah. Really, things happen for a reason. Truly amazing. Thank you, Jazzy. I appreciate that. And it's true. You know, I think there's an opportunity. I think it's going to be fun. I think cool things will come from it. And yeah, I'm super excited to see how that all plays out. So. Centronella, yeah, that's it. Magical goes, we did it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, family. It's because of you guys. And I appreciate and thank you all for that support every single day. You guys hear me say it every single stream, every single time. You guys hear me constantly reiterate that because I do appreciate the love and support from all of you, each and every one of you, and those who are in the background who support in various ways that you guys might not be aware of. But to each and every person, in the various ways you show your support, I thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Agree, Faith. Best to keep yourself safe always. Amen to that. Oh, get out. Centronella, that's the one, Elise. Thank you. Centronella, that's the one. At Off Tap Life, get some simple screen to Velcro to the open windows. Yeah, I want to get that. That's something I know you can get this mosquito netting stuff, and at some point in time I will get something like that and be able to, you know, put it across. and make it functional. You know, I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to do it when I get that, so I can do it. But yeah, that's something on the list of things for sure. Jazzy goes, Faith, that sounds like a great plan. Rental is so good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good plan. It's a thing that is in right now. People, it's a market for it. A lot of people wanting to get out and do the whole van life thing, experience it, go camping for the weekend, get away, go for a getaway. Especially with COVID, people want to get away from, you know, the city and everything. So it could work out. Magical goes, dude, you could even earn some coin renting them out if you like. Yep, that's the plan. I guess you've written that before I said it, but yeah, that's one of the things I'm hoping will be able to happen. At least goes, wow. He goes, I know vinegar works well with wasp stings as well. I use tea tree oil for bites. Well, I need to figure it out because I'm getting bit a lot lately, and I should really start cooking while I'm talking to you guys. My dinner, lunch, dinner, whatever this is at this time of the day, before it gets any later and the mosquitoes and bugs come out even more, which I might be too late for that already because it's 3:53. And yesterday, this time, I was already freaking getting bit like crazy. So if I can cook really quick, I might be okay. Guess we'll go for it. Put my pants down so at least I don't make it too easy for them to eat me. You guys know the drill. Cooking, I'll keep answering your questions and everything as we go on. But I'm gonna get some food cooking real quick. And don't know what I'm cooking yet, but we've got options. Shout out to these guys, freaking best butane ever. It's just freaking value centric, so I'm good on gas, which is good. All right, we got that. Put that there. I'll just stick this up here for now. Get a frying pan. And I'm starving like Marvin in the desert, as you guys know. Frying pan. And the lid. Let's turn the frying pan on. You guys can see what I'm doing. For a second, I'll show you guys what to do. Just the frying pan. Turn this bad boy on. And go into the freezer and get some food out. We'll get one of these rice thingies, quick and easy, and some green beans, and there's some broccoli in this as well, green beans, broccoli, some brown rice, quinoa, carrot, chickpeas, bell pepper, onion. I think that's like the main things in that one. And I'll cook up one of these plant-based. These are plant-based chicken. Plant-based, completely plant-based. It tastes great. So I'm gonna get one of those. Stick it in. Get my vegetables. I like these little individual bags. I can open it. There we go. Pour that in there. Take one of these. Pour that in. Well. Put the lid on, and we're just gonna let that do its thing for a bit. Put this in my trash bag back here. All right, and there we go. So we'll let that cook. And I'll still keep talking to you guys and put this other bit away. Just do one of these for now. Starving. This freezer is great, by the way. This fridge, I've had no problems with this fridge at all. It's been really good. Freaking really good. So I really like this fridge. This one's been super reliable. I haven't had any issues with it yet, knock on wood. Hopefully we don't have any issues with it at all. But yeah, so far it's been good. The freezer section's been working perfectly. The refrigerator section's been working perfectly. So hopefully that continues to be the case. All right, so that's all cooking. All right, cool. Whew, tons of people coming in this weekend, man, for camping. Like, there's a group of 5 four-wheel drives that's just with like trailers on the back of them. They're obviously together, like some type of four-wheel drive group or something, and they've just rolled into this campground here. Man, it's packed, dude. It's been packed. There's been so many people at these campgrounds lately, in particular. I think because also the lockdown's going down. A lot of people just making their escape, man. They're like, they just want to get out on the Dodge, and not be around all that stuff, man. So I think a lot of people are on the road even more than ever, just wanting to get away from all that stuff. Understandable. I mean, it's what, man, I'm out here. I don't want to be around it either, so I get it. But yeah, it's been busy. Let's see what else you guys are saying in here. What's up, Karen? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I should say you're not welcome. It's not your first time on the channel. Donalia names Van Gogh. What's up, Donalia? Van Gogh. I like that name too. Van Gogh is a good name. I like that name. That's pretty dope. And yeah, you guys, I don't know, how long have you guys been in here? Have you guys, I should have probably started talking about all this stuff later so that more people didn't miss things I was saying, but because it looks like a few of you guys have come in since I started talking. But yeah, look, just to reiterate, the short of it is, all the Vans and everything that's happened is because of your guys' support. 100%. YouTube's my job, is what I do. And if it wasn't for your support in watching ads and making donations and subscribing and all these things, none of this would have happened. None of this would have been possible. And I had family members, one in particular, a couple in particular, reach out and want to help facilitate this and make it happen, which is why I was able to get these Vans. So just so you know, that's basically the whole get down with that. It's all because of you guys. So once again, thank you guys for your support. All of you who've supported, who've helped me to be able to get these Vans, who've been able to help me build these Vans, to survive, to eat, to do everything, as again, YouTube is my job and your support is how I survive. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna keep moving on to see if there's any more questions you guys have. And anyone who's just come in, much love to all of you guys who are watching and supporting in the background. As always, I appreciate all of you. Magical goes, do you use truck stops, Faith? I don't use truck stops, as in, I don't use any stops. I don't get out of my vehicle like at a truck stop or anywhere like that, except to put gas in my car. So if I'm getting out of my vehicle at somewhere like that, is only to put fuel in my vehicle. And that being said, I only attempt to go to Caltex gas stations, aka Ample, now over in Australia, because I can pay on the app easily And I know BP has you can pay on the BP app as well, but the BP one I've had hasn't always flowed for me. The BP one, but yeah, the Caltex Ample one generally is pretty good, and that's what I use. Um, so I generally only go to gas stations where I can use the app. So that means I'm only going to the pump. I usually take, so what I do, my little trick, which I'll show you guys, is I'll take like a wet wipe and I'll fold it up. Well, actually, no, when I go to gas station, I don't fold it. So I'll layer it. I'll have like 2 or 3 wet wipes or something like this. And then when I go to the pump, so I'll put it on like this on the handle. And diesel's a little tricky because, you know, you got to press that thing in first. So I'll like use this hand and I'll use that to kind of press that. And then I'll wrap this around the hose and I'll pull it out and I'll pump the gas without ever touching the pump. So that's what I do to avoid touching the pump or anything like that. And then after I do that, I will then proceed with putting the gas in. Then I throw this away. And then, yeah, and then I go, and when I get back in, I still antibacterial my hands as well. But then I can pay on my phone. I don't have to go inside. I pay on the app, and yeah, it's good. I'm freaking able to just freaking be like, sweet, it's paid, it's done, and I bounce, you know. So that's how I do that. But yeah, I only do the app thing. Don't go in. So I don't go into anywhere unless I have to. My groceries and things like that. There was a period of time where when I lived in my apartment, you know, I was doing delivery for a while, and then I experimented direct to boot thing, which is better because you didn't have to wait around for a delivery driver, and you just go and drive, and they just put it directly in the trunk of your car, and then you're sweet. You just go, and there's no contact or anything. So lately in the van, for a period of time when I thought things were kind of getting better here with the virus and stuff, I did start going into some supermarkets, you know. I mean, I still social distance, but I started going into them. I even a few times started going in without wearing a mask, even because I was the only one rocking a mask out here when no one else was rocking one, you know, all the time. And then I started letting my guard down a bit. But lately, if I do have to go into somewhere like that, I mask up. I don't without mask, I don't go in those places. But normally, if my groceries, I just do the direct to boot thing. So they'll just take the groceries and put it straight into my trunk. Well, actually, in the van, I don't do it that way. In the car, I do it that way because it's fine. They put in the trunk of the car and I drive off and whatever. But now that I live in my van, what I do, I have a formula for everything. So I do the direct to boot option. But when they come out, I have a basket waiting, like a shopping trolley, you know, shopping cart, the little trolley basket things, whatever you call them. Everyone calls them different things. But I have one of those waiting. And then I say, look, just put my groceries in there for me. And then they place it in there. And then I push the shopping cart over to where my car is parked, which is as far back and away from everyone as possible, so that I don't have to, again, be near anyone or anything like that. And that's kind of how I roll. That's how I do it. Then I put everything away, and then I take all I load up, put everything out of its packaging, put it into Ziploc bags and things, and everything is clean. Then I throw all the dirty stuff away. I wash my hands. I drive in the sunset. That's kind of my technique. So no, I don't go to places anywhere. Everything I do in here. I bathe, I toilet, I do whatever. This is my home. This is what I do. Everything happens in my van. That's why the new van's going to be easier, because they have more space to do all the things I was already doing in my van. So, but yeah, not truck stops for me. Thank you, Jazzy. I love you guys as well. California Dreaming. Hell yeah, Donna. Faith, LOL delivery. Are you ready for... I'm working from home, trying to listen between work calls. Awesome, Karen. Good you get to work from home. That's good. Sleepy time now. All right, Elise, sweet dreams. Sleep well. Yes, different, I guess, in these times. I'm in the best place. Exactly, Karen. I think being able to work from home is definitely the best place to be right now. What's up, Victor? Hope you're well. Yep, Jazzy goes, always best to stay at home while in lockdown. I agree. Woo! It smells good. I can smell it. Get my forks out. I'm gonna wait. Give this a good stir. I think that went outside. All right. Yeah, cool. So how you going, mate? Faith is behind on the messages. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up. Sorry, Karen. I'm probably really far behind. My apologies, family. Doing my best to catch up. Sorry to hear you're at the hospital. Victor, hope you get better soon. Hope all is good. Send you lots of good vibes. So yeah, guys. Yeah, so thank you guys again for your support, and I look forward to bringing you guys all this new cool van content. And as I said, you know, it's going to take us some time. It's going to be stuff that we're going to be doing for a while. Make sure you're subscribed to the Off Tap Van Life channel as well, so you don't miss out on the content over there, on those videos and stuff. You know, it's going to be work in progress. It's going to probably take, you know, at least a year or so before, you know, I think these projects are done and whatever. It's going to be a work in progress. You know, like I said, you guys, just depends how quickly, you know, I'm able to do things. You know, again, that's because of your guys' support. So, you know, donations and things like that, and merch sales and whatever. And, you know, it's just, we'll see how we go. So eventually we'll get there like we did with this van here. So yeah, thank you guys again. Can't say it enough, but thank you guys for all your love and support. It is always appreciated. Good, Karen. Good to hear. Had your second COVID shot. That's awesome. Yesterday, feel well. At least you got it. That's awesome. Super happy about that. We've been here a while, Faith, just working from home, listening. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching and supporting the stream. This is going to be El Delicio Mondo. You already know. Woo. Smells wonderful. It's actually about done as well. Yeah, it's about done. Put some, you guys know, a little bit of salt, Himalayan, pink Himalayan. I'm gonna put some cracked pepper. Woo, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh. Ooh, let's take a bite. Mm. Oh my gosh. That's good stuff. Yeah, it's done. Ooh. Hell yeah, brother. Mm, mm, mm. All right. I know you. I'll show you guys the finished product. That's what we're working with today. Got the quinoa. Um, got some brown rice, some quinoa, some green beans, cauliflower. No cauliflower. Broccoli, carrots, bell peppers, red onions, string beans. What else is in here? Corn, chickpeas. There's no corn. Chickpeas. Um, uh, plant-based chicken patty. Looks so delicious. Ah, let's dive in. Woo, that looks good. That's some good eating, family. All right, let's get it. Ikidakimasu. Mmm. These vegetables are awesome. Some broccoli one. Oh, that is so good. More broccoli. Oh. Mmm. Mmm. Oh yeah. Green beans. Oh yeah. Super healthy. Mmm. The brown rice with the couscous and everything. It kind of almost tastes a little bit like almost a little bit like stuffing. Mm, this is really good. I'll get to answering some more of your questions and stuff in a sec. Obviously, we just gotta eat this deliciousness. Haven't eaten all day. It's the first thing I've had all day. Mm, so good. You can taste the healthiness. You can taste the healthiness. Mmm. Mmm. So good. So freaking good. Yeah, it's like you just don't get betterness. The alfresco-ness of this, eating this food, with this outdoors. It's amazing. It changes the experience. Mmm. Mmm. Man, I'm enjoying, like, I never eat out anymore, guys. Like, I literally, I can't even tell you the last time I ate out. We've been on that one stream. It's been ages. I've been cooking, man, and enjoying it. You know, that's always what I wanted to do as someone who, you know, I'm a chef. I love cooking my own food. I've, you know, perfected my recipes from my restaurants and things, you know. So, and you always know with your food that you're going to get the quality you want, you know. And be satisfied. And eating healthy. Mm. 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 So delicious. Mm. This makes me happy, guys. Like, just being able to eat your own food, and it's so incredible. It's so incredible. Out here, want a drink? No problem. Go in my fridge, pull out a lightly carbonated sparkling mineral water to wash everything down. It doesn't get any better, guys. Ooh. Oh, that goes down so well. Mm. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. It's so good. So I'm eating, in case you guys didn't see. It's so freaking good. So good. Maybe I'll hold the plate so you guys can see what I'm eating. Mm. Mm. I was saying, like, there should be some law where food can't be this good. It's hard to kind of use this plastic fork to cut up my chicken while I'm holding the plate like that. Mm. Mm. That's what I'm talking about. Mm. Mm. Oh, so good. I gotta hurry and clean up and close up these doors because I'm getting bit too much. I'm trying to ignore it. Oh, oh, so good. These plant-based chicken, man. And this is by Bird's Eye, guys. For you guys in Australia, it's so good. Depending on what bite you taste, it tastes like fish or chicken. They could use the same recipe and just change the shape a little bit and call it fish, and no one would know the difference. It would taste just like it tastes like chicken or fish, depending on what bite you have. I think it tastes probably more like fish than chicken. Mm. So good. Mm. All right. I've got about 5 more bites. Then I'll get back to all that. Well, after I clean up, then I'll focus back on you guys. Woo. Woo. So good. Mm. And I was so hungry. Mm. All right, couple more bites. Mm. Just ridiculously good. It's scary that they can make food, plant-based food, like taste like real food. It's crazy. It's incredible what scientists can do, huh? Mm. Woo. Mm. Last piece of chicken fish, plant-based chicken fish. Mm. 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 Finito. Woo. That was banging. It was so good. All right, we've got to clean up super quick. I ain't getting bit any more than I already am. Save some of this for later. Normally I would have freaking made dessert. So I have these really nice apple pies. So good. I'll save that for later. Maybe later tonight. Maybe I'll come back on live stream and make some apple pie for dessert with you guys. The trash in here. Finito. Okay. Now we got to clean up. Alright, so now the other thing I do is like open up my side doors and things and just get this gas, any excess gas out and stuff while I'm cleaning, and just get it as, good as possible for, safety reasons, because carbon monoxide's bad. I know that from experience. If you guys didn't watch the video where I almost died one, I was telling you guys about the alarm went off and all that. Yeah, I know it's not good, so. Alright. I think allergies starting to happen lately. All right. Hot. I'm gonna open this. Oh, that air though is so good. I might actually even put the front windows down quickly as well. Let's get this really aired out good. All right, so getting this aired out. Going back here. See, I gotta bend down like this in this van. Like this is as tall as I can stand. Other vans I can stand up completely straight, which is dope. Water. I still got a freaking. I haven't done it yet. I need to do it. I need to put the little tap on here. I haven't done it yet. Otherwise, I could just from here let the water down. I wouldn't have to open the back at all. Anyways, it is what it is. Oh, can't put a word in that one yet, so let's put in that one. It's cleanup time. All right, so what I like to do then, let's get a wipe. And just wipe this clean first with a wipe, so get all the excess. And once you've wiped it with a wipe, it's pretty much done. Like it's pretty much clean. It's pretty much clean now. All right, so then take a little water, pour it in there. Detergent. Sponge. To wipe that. Easy. Okay, that's clean. Take the sponge. And any excess you squeeze out. Just easy. Got my paper towels. Which is good because there's so many times I kept forgetting to buy more. The soap suds off my hands so when I touch that. All right. Okay, now just rinse. Pour a little bit in here. Maybe I'll show you guys while I'm doing it. And then I just kind of do like that just to get the soap. Take some and pour it in the lid. Pour some more water in here. Just like that. some more in the lid. And those are clean now. Then what I do, if the excess is in the bowl, I take a water bottle like this, and then I just pour the extra in here. And I can use that later. And that's it. That's it. That's how I do it. Take a paper towel afterwards and just dry everything down. Like that. Dry it up. Make sure it's completely dry because it goes underneath my thing there. It's dry. Dry the lid. The lid's never really dirty anyways. It's usually just steam that gets on the top of it. A little bit of condensation from the food, but it's generally never really dirty. Unless she was making like pasta sauce or something and it kept popping up onto the lid or something. Even then you could probably get away with just wiping it down. All right, and then just get that side. That's clean. Then just dry out my bowl. Boom. AKA sink. AKA. So like when I'm brushing my teeth and stuff, use this bowl, get my toothpaste, everything, and then just right here becomes like a sink. Brush everything up, rinse water, and it just lives over here. The water lives in there. Sponge just lives underneath here in this big plastic tub underneath my multi-purpose bench. And then I just put the lid on top of it. And that keeps it clean and I don't have to wash it before I cook with it. I can just start cooking straight away. Keeps any dust or anything from getting in there. And voila! Place that gently back inside here. And put away the freaking grill. This thing is awesome. You gotta get you one of these, guys. Gift that keeps on freaking giving. So good. And see, now by this time, there's been, and I just wiped my counter down, but there's been plenty of time now where, especially on a day like today, where it's a nice breeze, blow out any potential carbon monoxide or anything that's sitting around, you know what I mean? And it's all fresh in air, fresh air. Out here, let's wipe this down. So it's ready for the next use. Boom. That's how we do it. So quick and easy, man. I've got it dialed now. My system is just, it's like second nature now. First time I did it, you know, it took a while to get into a routine and just get it smooth, you know. It takes a while to adjust being in the van, you know. Van life takes a while, but once you get it dialed in, man, it's freaking a game. It's just easy. This thing feels like just a good gimmick, but in reality, you're getting bit. All right, I'm gonna close everything up, put you guys on the front there, and then I'll answer your questions, talk to you guys, and what? All right, it's like probably the hair from this green bean. String beans. All right, let me close everything up. Put you guys back up here. Oh, technically not back up here. You guys haven't been up here today yet. All right. Okay. Now let's take the stand. This lives underneath here. So put that away. Down there. Close everything up. Woo! Oh. Trash here. Might put in the front seat because I'll throw it away shortly. Woo! Oh, bright light. All right. She might drive a little bit up so the sun. Woo! That sun though. That sun though. that better? Alright. I think that's better. Okay. Alright. Hopefully we don't get... I want to crack the window a little bit because it's hot. I don't want to turn the fan, it's too loud. Let's crack it slightly and hope that those midgy thingies don't come. I might actually get my that thing anyways and bring it closer to me just in case. It can't hurt. I don't know if it can help, but that remains to be seen, family. Freaking mosquito 4,000. All right, cool. All right, yeah, I think we're good here for a bit. All right, let me see what we're missing with you guys here. Playing catch up as usual. As usual. Woohoo, Karen, 28 minutes till I finish work. Hell yeah. That's probably like ages ago, so it's probably been 28 minutes for you. So you probably finished work. Congratulations. Dedication to off-tap faith. Faith, just fork it. Victor said, did you hear about the chameleon that could not change color? He suffered from reptile dysfunction. Nice. What's up, Nicole? Welcome to the stream. What did you miss? If you just come in now, you missed me explaining my whole VANS stuff. So to reiterate, quick version, I have VANS because of you guys. Thank you guys for the support. I couldn't do it without you guys. Some family members in particular stepped up and wanted to see me be able to get into a van that had a higher roof, long wheelbase, all that stuff, you know, that was better for my health and well-being and all that. They really wanted to make it happen. So I've had some family members in the back who put towards money to help me get those vans, and between their support and everyone's support, and that's why I have any vans, period. That's why I have food. That's why I have shelter or anything, is because you guys support. YouTube's my full-time job. If it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no Van Diesel, no Vantastic, no Van Normus, no Van anything. So it's because of your guys' support that I everything I do, because YouTube's my job. And yeah, we've got more content now thanks to having these new vans. I basically kind of got two vans for the price of one. I got lucky. The price came down on the original van to the point where it was half of what it was, and then I found another cheap van. All these vans need work. These vans aren't perfect. That's why they're so cheap. Obviously, they need things. My price point budget is El Cheapo, as cheap as possible. So that's why I don't buy new vans. I've seen people sometimes ask the comment like, why don't you just get a new van? Or why don't you do this? Less problems, this and that. Well, it'd be, yeah, great idea if it was something affordable that I could do. Not. So can't. Ain't happening. So yeah, okay, so I'm going to let's there's still glare on their thing. That's better. Is it better? Okay, so let's check. I'm gonna see. I saw some comments that some of you guys had made on some of the videos, on the video like the new van one. So I'm gonna answer some of those. There were some questions on there that I was gonna answer. So I'll answer those now in the stream. I may have to make another video. I don't know if people don't watch the streams, they don't know the answers, but let's go through some of these comments because I found some really interesting ones there as well. Or should I catch up with what you guys are saying in here first? Try to catch up here first. Let me see if I can catch up with you guys. Faith, you're always welcome. Thank you, Jazzy, for the support. Appreciate it. Faith cooking up a storm, and I'm eating crackers with cheese and tomatoes. Crackers with cheese and tomatoes is delicious. And so you know, Karen, last night, the night before last night, I had crackers and cheese for dinner too, because I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling that great. I hadn't slept much, and I needed something to eat. And like I said, I've been attempting to not eat any fast food or anything like that. I just want to be completely self-sufficient in here. I freaking just was like, man, I'm not going to cook any dinner. I'm just going to freaking get a pack of Ritz and some vintage cheddar cheese. And that's what I had for dinner. So I feel you. It's good. Let's see if I can catch up on these comments and stuff. Love to eat out, just don't want to leave home to do it. I hear you, Victor. Karen goes, you almost make me want to like broccoli. I could make you broccoli that you would like, because I could make you like it. I could make you like, I can make broccoli taste like not broccoli. So you'd be like, man, this is delicious. Did you miss thumbnails, Karen? I actually didn't do any thumbnails that one, but yeah, you missed nothing because I didn't do it. Jazzy goes, you're looking mighty fine, Faith. Must be all that good home cooking. Hell yeah, brother. Don't take my points, Faith. Karen, don't worry. I'm not going to be taking anyone's points today. Please do, Faith. I don't even know what that's in reference to now. I'm so behind. Okay, I'll do it, whatever it is. Off-tap.life, 3 hours, LOL. Missing stuff. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Get too far behind and it just is like, okay. I'm just scrolling down. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm reading your comments as I scroll down on here. Okay, Chris. What's up, Chris? How are you? Hope you're well. Chris goes, how many vans do you have? I currently have 3 vans, Chris. Yeah, so it wasn't the plan to have 3 vans, but I do have 3 vans now. One is Van Diesel, which is the original van, which I'm in now. This is Van Diesel. And then I bought Vantastic, which is a van I got. It's a 96 Ford Transit van. And Van Diesel is a 2006 Vito, Mercedes Vito. And then I just got Enormous, which is a 2001 Mercedes Sprinter. So this van is normal height, normal wheelbase, even though I've heard some people say it's long wheelbase, but I don't think it is. And then the other 2 vans are both high roofs. One's a long wheelbase, and the Sprinter's a jumbo wheelbase, which is even longer, which is why I wanted it. So plenty of room for activities, perform live and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the plan wasn't to have more than 1 van. That wasn't the plan. It just kind of worked out that way. These last 2 vans, I basically got 2 vans for the price of 1. Again, yeah, so I was able to get these vans because of support from you guys, from the family, from you guys. That's how I was able to get these things. And um, what else? What else is in line with that conversation? Yeah. So the future plan is with the vans is that eventually one will be my home, the other two I'll rent out and give people the van life experience. So you can go out and see what it's like to live in a van. Maybe you want to go out for a weekend or something, do some glamping, um, and yeah, rent it out for a night or a weekend or whatever. So future business that won't happen for like a year or something. I'm going to build the vans out myself, which is what I did here, and take the things I've learned from here and take it to a whole nother level. So have 2 new builds coming. So great content for you guys, and change of scenery as well, because I get to swap the vans around and be in different vans, and they'll have their different energies and different vibes and different things are going to be uniquely them. So it's going to be cool content and experiences and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a work in progress. Not going to happen overnight. I don't have the money to just make these builds happen like that. It is going to be 12 months, 18 months, however long it takes. We'll just have to see how we go. Just like we did Van Diesel, we slowly got there. Thanks again to our support. We slowly was able to build it up to what it is today. It started out, it was just an empty canvas. And now it's a Picasso. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they end up becoming, and I know you guys will enjoy it too. I know you guys are excited about that as well. And you may not be able to see either the other 2 new vans for a while. I had enough money to buy the vans, and that's it. And so one van is sitting in storage down in the Sunshine Coast. The other van is up north at the people's house that I bought it. I don't have the money to even move it yet. I don't even know how I'm going to move it. I have no idea the plan. I've got a friend who maybe will drive it down or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's just there now. It's just at that house at the moment until I figure out the next movement on how to move it and where I'm going to move it to and all that kind of stuff. Can't move it to the Sunshine Coast now, even if I wanted to, because it's under lockdown down there. So it ain't even happening. Even if I wanted to move it down there, I can't, or at least I don't think I can. Maybe I can. I don't know if I can, but I don't think I can because it's under lockdown. And I don't want to. If it's under lockdown, I don't want to go down into lockdown areas. If it's under lockdown, y'all stay locked down in there, and I'm going to stay out of your lockdown, and I'm going to be out, out of that area. So, so yeah, so you may not be able to see them for, who knows? You may not see them for a week or two. We'll have to see how we go. Playing it by ear, just day by day. First thing was getting the vans, though. So I've got the vans. And we move on from there as we slowly can start doing other things like get the vans or pay the registration or all that kind of stuff, Work in progress, guys. Work in progress. Day by day. Oh, something got in. They just come in these little small cracks. They don't care. They still keep coming in. Or maybe that was already in from when I had all the doors open. And you start driving and blow all that stuff out. You know how you got mosquitoes, they put all your windows down and then freaking drive and let the wind blow them out because they're so light and they just they all fly out or get blown out. Jazzy goes, plus you were able to get 2 vans for the price of 1. Yay, exactly. Opportunity fits into the business plan for the future, year or 2, however long it takes for me to get to that stage. But at least I've got the vans now. And most importantly, my perfect home. It's a dream van. Nice, big, high roof, long wheelbase. It's going to be awesome. Eight ball. How many vans does it take to change faith? Magical said. Mystery. Eight ball said the answer is within yourself. Eight ball said the answer is within yourself. Nice one. Oh, that's great. I love eight ball. All right, see you, Victor. I guess you're already gone. Take care. Thanks for dropping in. Magic goes, I probably shot myself in the foot now. The mask, what's up, the mask? Hope you're well. Just got here. What's up? What's up? Hope you're doing good. All right. So I've gotten through all those. So these are some questions and things I've seen on the I bought my dream van life van video that I dropped yesterday. When did I buy the van? Yesterday? Sunday. Okay, so MT Creations said, Faith, you've received red flags with all your vans, but you seem to have ignored them completely. What's up? Question mark. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Red flags. I don't know if I would. Call them red flags. What's up, Toddy? Welcome. Hey, good to see you again, Toddy. Hi, all. Are we doing another van build? Yes, we've got new van builds happening. Toddy, stay tuned. Good to see you. Okay, so you've received red flags of all your vans. So basically, look, yeah, what I was saying earlier, MT Creations, is that basically, like, I'm in a budget, of like, the amount money I had available to me to buy these new vans is what, I had. It's all I had, and again, thanks to the support and, family members in particular, a couple people who wanted me to have this van, that they wanted me to have the high roof, that for my well-being, they wanted me to have it and all that. And their support and everyone's support through donations and everything. So, I'm limited. It's not like I'm literally limited to what I can get. I'm not rolling in the cheddar. I don't think anyone believed I was. I wouldn't probably be living in a van in the first place. I'd be living on some mansion on a freaking hill, nice somewhere. So, I'm limited to my options, and I can't go out and buy a new van. I can't even buy a used van that's perfect. I have to find the vans that have problems, the vans that have something wrong with them, and then hope that I can find the best van that I can get for the cheapest price possible and with the least amount of issues possible. And so one person's red flags is another person's green flag. For gold, get it. One person's junk's another person's castle, I think they say, or something. So, basically, I've just made do and done the best I can with what I was able to do. And all things considered, I think I did pretty well. So, Toddy goes, you need a bigger van. Yeah, I've got a bigger van. I've got two new bigger vans. You haven't been here in a minute, Toddy. Obviously, you missed out on the conversation. But yeah, I have a jumbo huge van that I was just able to get, a 2001 Mercedes Sprinter, and it's a jumbo high roof, so it's super long and high. I can stand up in it. And then I got a 96 Ford Transit, which is a high roof and long wheelbase. And they all need work and stuff. you know, and I was able to get them again thanks to some family stepping up and wanting to make that happen to help me be able to do that. So they did. And as everything that happens on this channel is through your guys' support. So thank all of you. But yes, I do have bigger van, longer wheelbase van now. It is a reality. And that's because of you guys. So thank you. And we're going to be doing the builds in those as soon as I'm able to get to them, which now I can't access either van. The new van, one of them is at the person's house where I still bought it until I can figure out a way to get it moved and everything. And the other van, because that van is super far away, it's up north, super far, many hours. And then the other van is in the Sunshine Coast, but it's in storage, and the Sunshine Coast is under lockdown, and I can't enter the Sunshine Coast now. I'm not in the Sunshine Coast. I'm very far from the Sunshine Coast. And so I don't know when I'll be able to get that van to start doing anything to it. So that van's sitting in the storage now. So, you know, we'll get there. But at least we have the vans now, you know, that's the cool thing. Hey, the mask, thanks for the dono. You are starting to fantasize about these vans. Nice one. Fantasize. I like it. You're starting to fantasize about these vans. I am. I literally am. I'm thinking all these cool, amazing things that I'm going to do in these vans, and it's kind of annoying right now because, like, I've got these two awesome vans that are I can stand in, that I can walk in, I can do all these great things in, but I can't yet because I can't get to them. I can't access them. So, but I got them, and one day we'll get there. Toddy goes, I keep forgetting everyone is in lockdown on the east. Yeah, everyone's in lockdown these parts. Two bands for the price of one. Hell yeah, Jazzy. Buy one band, get one free. All right. Let's see here. All right, so yeah, so red flags, MT. You got to take the flags you can get. If you're going to get red flags, then that's all you get. So yeah, so I bought the best vans that I thought I could get for the money I had available to get said vans. So, and you just got to do what you could do, you know, and that's all I've ever done. So, you know, you just keep on keeping on the best you can with what you got. What did you do at Fantastic? MT said, I still have Fantastic. Fantastic is in storage. Just can't get to it. Can't access it. Or maybe I can. I'm not sure on that. I'm just scared to drive in anywhere in lockdown areas right now when I shouldn't be there. Because then if I do happen to get pulled over by the cops or something, which with my luck, you guys know my luck, and they're like, why aren't you at home locked down? And I'm like, well, I am at home locked down. You're actually violating my home space. Let me be. This is my home. And I just don't want to have that conversation because I just don't know if it will go well for me or not. I don't want to find out. I don't know what the story is with you living in your van during lockdowns and all this stuff and whatnot, you know, like I don't have anywhere else to live. So, but my driver's license still have my old address on it. So if I got pulled over, they'll be like, so you don't live here anymore? And it's like, well, no, I live in my van and I'm traveling around Australia. So I don't have another address to put on there because my van doesn't have an address. I'm not ready for that conversation. It's just one I don't want to have. So to avoid anything happening like that, I should stay out of lockdown areas That way I don't risk having to have that conversation. Plus, I don't want to be down where Delta is running wild either, you know, and I don't have freaking no vaccine yet at all. I haven't had one shot or nothing. Uh, so, and you know, I've got freaking asthma. I'm technically in a higher risk group, allegedly, apparently, or something. I do not want to risk being in any area that I don't need to be in right now. And I don't need to be down there right now. So I ain't going to be down there right now. The mask said smart thinking. Hell yeah. All right. Let's see. What's the next one? Janine said, it's huge. Yes, it is huge. That's what she said. It finally actually worked in the way that it was intended to. Anyways, it's huge. Best of luck in making it work for you. You've got the goods to transform it, and I look forward to the process. Yeah, I think I'm going to be able to, you know, work some magic. I've learned everything I've learned in here and apply that in the new vans. It'll be good. Lazuna wrote, wow, another van. You're growing quite the van fleet. It's definitely big. It will be fun to watch you work your van build magic. Love to you and everyone. Love back at you. And yeah, I'm going to be working that van build magic. The van build magic. The van build magic. Shadow Wolf goes, I've not finished watching, but how's the engine and how many miles on that engine? So on Van Normus, the engine seems to be really healthy. So no red flags there. Seems to be good. No oil leaking, no freaking anything leaking. Sounds great. Starts right up. Well, it needs a battery. Does need a new battery, but with a jump, it started right up. Ran for an hour. Nothing leaked. Temperature gauge didn't go up. Everything seemed to be perfect. How many miles on that engine? It has, well, according to the speedometer, it's like 400,000 on the speedometer. But I don't know if that's the original engine or not. I have no way of knowing that. I didn't ask them, but I'm assuming if it's the original engine, it's like 400,000 on there. So less than Van Diesel. Van Diesel had like 450,000 or something. Well, when I first got it, I think it had 420,000, but now it's got like 450,000 or something crazy, or more than that actually, probably. I've got it on miles now in here in the dash, so I'd have to change it back to kilometers, but it has 266,205 miles. Van Diesel does. All right. The mask goes, the first thing I would do is strip out all that you don't really need from inside, start fresh. Hell yeah, absolutely. That's exactly the mask. That's what I'll be doing, is getting rid of anything I don't need, giving it a good clean, you know. Yeah, absolutely. And I look forward to doing that, just getting in there and getting it ready, you know, to rumble. But absolutely. Chuck goes, I'm confused, Faith. Do you buy a different van every week? No, I don't. If you guys are following the channel, you know this is the first time I bought any new vans, and it wasn't intended to have, you know, I've had Van Diesel all this time, and then I bought Vantastic, and luckily I was able to get it for half the price of what he was originally asking, and I was going to be content with that and just fix that up using the rest of what I had available to start doing that up and fixing things on that needed addressing. And then the van that I really, really wanted suddenly appeared at a price that fit within what I had left available to get it. And I couldn't pass up the opportunity because it's a jumbo van. It's the biggest one you can get. It's everything I wanted. And that's the van that I'm hoping will become the home van. The other two I'll in the future be able to rent out or whatever. But initially, every van is content. I'll be living in all of them and experiencing all of them and seeing which one I like the best and bringing content with all of them and doing them all up and creating these builds. So there's an opportunity. And I thought it's great content. It's what I do. So my job is as a YouTuber, creating content for you guys, entertaining you. And you guys like the van builds. So yeah, we're going to get a bunch more builds and different builds and new things and take what I've learned and take it to a whole nother level. I'm going to do things that I'm going to push myself to my extreme of what I can do, my capabilities. You know, I want to put a shower in, like a proper shower, working shower and stuff like that, man. I want to put a proper oven and bench. I want to make it look like just the Mona Lisa. You know, really want to take it to that next level. So should be interesting. Maverick wrote, needed donations to fix the van. Now can afford another one and takeaway every day. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question, tons of question marks. Okay, so Maverick, first of all, thanks for your comment. Yes, I did need donations to fix the vans, and I need donations to buy vans. I need donations to buy food. I need donations to anything, because that's how, as a YouTuber, life of YouTuber, I live as my full-time job doing YouTube via making content, doing all these things, and then through ad revenue from YouTube AdSense, through donations, through merch, people buying reaction videos, all those type of things. That's how I survive. That's how I live. So yeah, donations were used to fix the vans. Donations are used to buy the vans. The support of all you guys is how I do everything. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this would be able to happen. So that's the answer to that. So yep, hope that answers your 10,000 question marks that you had there. Another one you said, and now you can afford another one and take away every day. First of all, I don't eat takeaway every day. Don't know why you think that. Maybe you don't watch all the videos and you're making an assumption. But I don't eat takeaway every day. I can't think of the last time I had takeaway, actually. It's been a very long time. I cook every day in my van, every single day. And in fact, the days that I hadn't felt like cooking, I literally just had crackers and cheese or something like that. I had a piece of bread. I had some cheese, like sliced, literally for dinner, 3 slices of cheese, stuff like that. So it's been a very long time since I've eaten out anywhere. Maybe you see me do a mukbang video, like the 2 weeks ago, I uploaded a video, Carl's Jr. Mukbang or something like that, or I might have had a Domino's one or something. Those videos are actually old. I filmed those ages ago, those ones in particular. I just only got around to editing them and uploading them. So yeah, I haven't had takeout food in a long time. But as a YouTuber and a content creator and someone who loves food, I am a foodie, and I love doing mukbangs and food reviews and all that. There's times where if I want to do fast food, I'm going to do it, you know, and fast food usually is the cheapest food, especially for me. I actually buy the cheapest food I can find when I do need to buy food, because I have limited funds available to me. I'm always looking for the most cost-effective, cheapest solution, and there ain't nothing cheaper than a freaking $3 Domino's pizza. You know what I'm saying? $3 Domino's pizza. McDonald's got freaking $5 freaking 2 cheeseburgers, fries, and a drink. You know what I'm saying? Freaking a $5 pizza from Domino's if you want to get a large one, you know? Any day of the week. So that's the things I usually lean towards, unless there's something, a specific reason, like when I went to college junior, I hadn't been there for a while, and I wanted to do a mukbang on that and share the experience with you guys, you know, or anything like that. So, you know, people need food, regardless of what type of food. To each their own as to what type of food they eat. You know what I mean? Everyone has their things they like or dislike or whatever. That's a personal choice. Some people, if you know, fast food, depending what you get, is actually, depending where you get and what you get, is usually the cheapest food you can get, you know? So depending on what you're doing when you're out and about, you know what I mean? So anyways, usually only times when, there was times when I was going to eat out when it's raining or something, and I had no choice, because in this van I have to open the door to cook. I can't cook currently if the door is closed and stuff. So there was some times like that when I, you know, had no choice. If I wanted to eat, I was going to have to eat something takeout, because I couldn't cook because of the rain. But that's been a long time, man. I haven't eaten out in a very long time. So I cook every day. I prefer to cook every day. I'm a chef. I love food. I've had restaurants. I love food. I know if I cook my food, I'm gonna be happier. And if you would have seen in my apartment, when I lived in my apartment, I never ate out. I cooked in my apartment every single day as well. Didn't eat out the whole time I was there in my apartment, not even once. Take that back. I might have eaten out once. At some point, maybe, but I don't remember it. So I don't think it happened. No, it didn't. I didn't eat out at all in the restaurant. Nope. Apartment never did. I'm getting confused with my recording studio. At my recording studio, I did have to, but I didn't have a kitchen or anything there. Refrigerator, nothing. Had zero. So I had to at that time. But that being said, by the time I was getting ready to leave the recording studio, I had bought a little kettle and I was freaking heating up hot water and eating oatmeal every day and cup noodles and stuff. Um, so, there was time where I just stopped eating out even then. So, but yeah, I don't eat out, man. Don't know if you was trolling me or is this a serious questions, but I hope I answered it. Again, so everything I do is afforded by the support of you guys. And this is my job, is what I do. It's full time. So that's the answer. Okay. Jazzy actually should have read Jazzy's. Jazzy looks like she's answered it. Jazzy goes, she doesn't eat takeaway every day. She cooks in her van. Watch the videos. People who watch the videos know. That's why. If people are watching the videos every day, you guys know. You guys see me cooking in my van. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you're not watching the videos if you don't know these things, because people know who watch the videos, watch all my live streams, watch my videos that I drop and upload. Who can pass up $4 pizzas when it's raining and she can't cook in her van? Family knows. Can you pass up a $4 pizza, Maverick? We all deserve a treat from time to time. Amen. We all do. Different strokes for different folks. Plus, I just think like sometimes you need some pick-me-up, some happy food. I'm a food person. Got it from my mom, man. Like food, if I'm feeling a certain way, food usually can help that go away. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, I've answered those questions. Next, moving on. Is there anything else? Oh, what a beauty. Good one, Faith. Very nice. Love ya. Thank you, Jazzy. Sam goes, what happened to Fantastic? Nothing's happened to Fantastic. I just can't drive it at the moment. So it's just very far away in storage, and I'm not sure I can get to it now. I don't want to risk attempting to. It's down in lockdown land. So Sam goes, was there too much wrong with it? Besides the things I told you guys in the very thorough full tour video I did, I haven't had the opportunity to discover to see if there's anything else wrong with it. I've never even driven it. Haven't had my first drive in it yet. So I only know what I've been told. My friend who drove it told me the brakes need fixing. Also, I just know based on the dude that the power steering pump needs fixing. I visually saw areas where it looked like at some point in time there was some type of water damage or something. Whether it still is or not, I don't know, but I could see the stains in the carpet from that. I've seen the cracks. There's the back door doesn't close properly, align properly. My friend said the brakes need done on there. I think I mentioned that already. The passenger's door doesn't seem to align properly, like close properly. There's a little bit of a gap, So, and there's probably some other things that I'm not thinking about at the moment. A lot of the trim in the inside of the interior of the vehicle is missing and stuff like that. Like it has some imperfections and things, I only have one key that I had to get a locksmith to freaking make it possible to me to even get into it. And even that day after I got into it, I still didn't drive it anywhere. I got into it just to put the window up. So when it rained, it didn't get wet inside. And the next day, when it was time to move it from my friend's house to the storage unit, again, he drove it. I drove Van Diesel. He drove that. And I haven't driven it yet. I have no idea about anything else except for just the visual things and the information that's been given to me about it. So we'll find out together on a future video. So yeah, I don't know if there's much wrong with it. Okay. Is there anything else? I think I've answered all those questions. That looks like that's all the ones on there. If I've missed any, let me know. I wonder if there's any on that video here. Maybe there's some on this one. Oh wait, let me go into, I'm actually going to actual, let me go into the YouTube app and look on there. I mean the actual video app, as opposed to, because now I'm looking just in my YouTube studio thing. So let's have a look on this other, on the actual video, because sometimes I think some of the comments don't show up. So let me just have a look. Let's see. All right. Okay. Bought my dream van. Let me just check these comments, make sure I got all of those ones. So then you guys can let anyone know that I answered all the comments in there. So comments. Okay, there's 16. I don't think I answered 16 now, but it's huge. I answered that. Answered that. Answered that. No, I answered all of them. I've answered all the questions in there. I'll go look in the other video as well. I'll look at let's see if there's any others. Okay. Another van tour. Let's see if there's any comments on the fantastic one. Van tour and finding everything wrong with my new van. Stick around. That's funny. Okay, Shadow Wolf goes, so he told you all the stuff was in it and then you discovered it's not? Yeah, that's exactly. He told me all these things that was supposed to be in there: washing machine, air conditioning. It was supposed to have freaking, well, it does have the sink. The sink's in there. The sink's supposed to do hot water. I haven't been able to test that yet, so it'll be interesting to see if it really does do hot water. If it does, that's going to be freaking dope. Beds in there. It's supposed to have washing machine, air conditioning. What else is supposed to be in there? Jeez, I can't remember now, because none of it was in there. Battery. There's supposed to be an inverter. There's supposed to be, I know there was a long list of things at the time, and I was super excited. Can't even think now, guys. But yeah, there was supposed to be a bunch of stuff, and none of it was in there when I got it. Rewatch that video if y'all want to know what things were, because there's tons. Okay, I totally call him and talk to him about this. I got the van for half the price of what it was originally supposed to be, so it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. They didn't use car paint. No, I don't think they used car paint for Vantastic. It looks like they used house paint and just brushed it on. Where is all the stuff you put into the last van? Do you mean the last van is in Van Diesel? Everything is still in Van Diesel. So I've taken nothing out of here, nor do I intend to. This van The goal is to get this van perfect and absolutely, you know, flawless, so then it can be later leased, rented out for people who want to experience van life or go camping for a weekend or overnight or something. But in the interim, it'll still be a van that I drive, and I'll just swap between my vans to have a different experience and, different, you know, everything. You know what I mean? Just mixing it up, mixing scenery and building the different builds in each van, different content, all that. So could be fun. Uh, Shadow Wolf goes, I think I'd be mad right now. Well, I was sad, disappointed, maybe frustrated. I don't know, frustrated. I don't know, not frustrated, but disappointed. I did want all that stuff. I wanted to see what a washing machine was going to be like. Like that was going to be dope. I thought the washing machine was like a huge selling point. I was like, what, a washing machine? What? I until he said there was going to be a washing machine there, I didn't even know you could have a washing machine in a freaking van. So I was looking forward to the washing machine big time. Um, mm. uh, Shadow goes, is the frame on this vehicle okay? I'm guessing it is. Um, hope so. Fingers crossed. It looked okay. I mean, any vehicle could have a hairline fracture in the frame or something you can't see. You don't know. As far as I can tell, it looks all right. Um, MJ Jones wrote, off tap life, the underneath of your vehicle could be more important to look, as some vehicles are called cut at shuts. Cut at shuts. This is where two vehicles, mostly of the same make and model, have been in an accident and classed as write-offs. One van has the front smashed in, the other the back smashed in. Some people go to all the trouble of basically cutting both vans in half and welding the two undamaged parts together. However, together they are very dangerous, as you could be riding around with a chassis from two different vehicles just welded together. In the worst case, in the worst cases, some of these cut at shuts have been known to simply break in half. Carpets can be a good way to hide very bad welding. I'm not saying this is the case with your van, but if it were, get a refund and report it. They can be death traps. Check out the chassis, lady. Um, Never heard of cutouts or cutouts or something, but you know, I think it's one of those type of things that could maybe happen, um, but that could happen anywhere in any part of life. From what I can tell, it doesn't seem to be a cutout, cut at cut at shuts thing, situation. I think it's good to go. That being said, um, I think that people, there's people who cut vehicles in half all the time. It's a practice, like when you make a limo or a stretch limo, a stretch freaking Hummer, all those things, they get cut in half. They add a bit in the middle to make it stretched, and they weld it all up and stuff. So my thoughts are, if it's done properly, like, anyways, I wouldn't be worried about it personally if it's been done professionally, properly, with proper things. I personally wouldn't be stressed about it if it's been done properly, if they've reinforced it and done whatever they need to do, because, people do cut vehicles in half to make stretches and Hummers and, stretch Hummers and stretch Caddies and stretch whatever other vehicles. That's how they're made. They don't come from the manufacturer stretched out like that. They're cut in half and they put a extended part in it. And, or when people do the whole 6x6 extended Jeeps and stuff and make them longer with the long bed and the extra wheels and stuff, it's all fabrication, man. I think if it's done right, I ain't going to be worried about it, So, but as far as I know, I don't think anyone's done that to the van. I I don't think so. But that's interesting. Thanks for the insight. Something to look out for in the future, on any vehicle. See if it looks like it might happen. But again, I think if someone's done it really freaking well, um, I think you would know if they're really good at what they do and they've done it properly. You might not be the wiser, because if they freaking have sanded everything back and made everything look properly and paint and everything, and you might not even know that they did that. I don't know. Um, uh, Nicole goes, if stuff stated is missing, contact a lawyer ASAP. Not going to worry about it again. Those little things like that, at the end of the day, it's no biggie. I probably, especially if it's stuff that, like, this is a 96 van, this stuff that could have been in there for a long time, is old, whatever. I don't want someone's old junk anyways, really. It was nice if it was going to come with it, but if not, again, I got the van for half the price. So, you know what I mean? I saved half of the money to get it. So I'm not going to complain about it. It's definitely not worth the money to pay a lawyer to complain about some stuff. The lawyer fees would cost more than just to go out and replace it. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. Blue Boy goes, hate to say it, Faith, I think you got ripped off. One person's junk is another person's treasure. I mean, those things are not, I've seen the pricing on freaking those washers and air conditioning units, all these little things that are supposed to be in their batteries. I know how much batteries cost and all that kind of stuff. Like, realistically, again, the sum of the cost to replace those items, to go out and buy them brand new myself, I could buy them, I would still be ahead, because again, I got the van for half of what it was supposed to cost. So I don't think I got ripped off at all in that regards. I actually definitely would say I didn't get ripped off. I don't see it that way at all. It would have been nice if those things were in it, but I got the van for half the price. The most important thing here isn't the washer that was in it, or the freaking aircon. Like, none of that stuff is the most important part or aspect of the van. The most important part is the van itself, having the infrastructure, the foundation, the base, the high roof, the long wheelbase, all that stuff's the main thing. It still had the bed in there. It still had the sink in there. The hot water sink thing is in there. The refrigerator is still in there. The countertop is still in there. So we're talking about a few things that wasn't in there that I thought was going to be in there. And we're talking about the condition of the van that I thought was probably going to be better condition than it was. Also, maybe just the fact that the brakes need done or something. Again, I don't know that the brakes need done 100%. I haven't driven it. It's just based on what my friend said. Now, but I've listened to the van driving, and there's no grinding from the brakes or anything like that. Like, I haven't heard any noises from it that made me feel like, oh, the brakes, whatever. Even my friend said maybe it just needs to be bled. And I think that's more likely, that the brakes maybe don't need done. I think the brakes, because the car apparently had a full service too when I got it, a new injector pump as well, and a new timing belt as well, new timing chain as well. And it said a full service. So if it's had a full service and all that kind of stuff, I think it's more likely the brakes probably are fine. They just need to be bled properly. I won't know until I drive it. So I'm just speculating at the moment, but I don't think I got ripped off at all. Would I liked it to have been in better shape condition? And plus, I take responsibility, guys. Hey, matter of fact, there's no way I think I got ripped off, because at the end of the day, I made a choice. I made a decision. I didn't have to get it. I decided to get it. I knew I could have taken more time to be more thorough and check the van out, but I rushed myself. Like, I didn't. It was late in the afternoon that day when I got it, like evening, like literally about to be dark. I had a friend come with me so I could drive it from there. I'd already organized this thing. I didn't want to take up anyone's time. I was getting the van for half price anyways. These are the thoughts that were going through my mind. Like, I'm getting this for half price. I've organized all this. I was like, man, for half price, I'm not even worried. Because worst case scenario, even if I got it and decided, nah, I don't like it, it's got too many issues or too many problems or whatever, I'm not even going to stress about it. I can just go and sell it and get my money back because I got it for half of what he wanted for it originally. If I really am become unhappy with it, I know I won't lose my money. I can get that money back. So yeah, I definitely don't think I was ripped off. I think the other thing is you guys don't know the exact price that I paid for it. And if you knew the exact price, maybe you would be like, oh crap, you got that so cheap. Like, let's put it this way, guys. I got these vans cheaper than you could freaking, I don't want to talk dollar and cents, but cheaper than anything on the market. Half of market value, put it that way. Okay, like we're talking super freaking cheap, guys. So yeah, I don't think I got ripped off. I wouldn't agree with that. But that's your opinion and you're entitled to it. You know, but I think I did okay personally. And again, I'm working within my abilities, what I have, my budget, what I could get. So I got what I got. Hey, if I had tons of money, I wouldn't have got any of these vans. Would have freaking went out and got a freaking brand new, super sexy, awesome van. But you do what you can do at the time when you can do it, and that's what I've done. So yeah. All right. But hey, everyone's entitled to their opinions. I don't silence anyone from having their opinions. You guys are allowed to have your opinions. I'm gonna check this new van, but can't get in. See if there's any comments on that one that you guys left. So this one is just happy for you. I see the adventure begins. Can't wait to see what you're going to do with it. Magical Margarita said. MT said happy for you. At least you got in. Yeah, that's good to get into that one. Nora goes, pizza, the astronomical cure for all of life's challenges. That's when I had pizza last. Okay, yeah, I had pizza in this video. That's when I had it last. I could literally not remember when I last had it because since then I freaking have just been, yeah. It's very rare that I eat out anymore. That's how come I can't even remember now because I literally don't do it often enough now for it to be significant. That'd be the last time I've eaten out. I had pizza the day when I got Fantastic that night. I was tired. I had no sleep. And that would be the last time I had freaking. So there we go. That's when I had it last. Yeah. Man, I go through the comments and I can remember stuff. Next question. Okay. Here we go. Here's a question. Oh, and Nora goes, good luck with your new van. Thank you very much. Okay. Sherry Helms goes, next question. Can they make you new barrels to match your key so you can get in the driver's front door? You can definitely get a new key barrel set, lock set, and change all of them so they match. You can do that. I mean, it might even be something if I played around with, maybe I could figure out and do myself. I've never attempted to do it, but I could probably figure it out and do it. But if a locksmith does it, they're going to freaking charge me for each, whatever they charge for the kit. And some, it might cost me probably a few $100s, I would say. Maybe more to get them to do it. I don't know. But they did charge me just to get that one door and key. That ended up costing me a couple $100 just for that one. The one that was hoping would have unlocked all of them, but it's not the case. It's got different doors, obviously, or they've changed the doors or whatever. Like, it's probably been in an accident, man. Like, it's a 96 van, man. It's probably been an accident or something's happened or whatever. I don't know. Something's probably happened to it, but at the end of the day, whoever's put it together or whatever might have replaced the door. It's a normal thing. People go to a junkyard or something find the same van, put a freaking new door on it from that van, or maybe the other, maybe it wasn't an accident, maybe parts of it just rusted out. And it happens with vans that something rusted, like, oh, instead of fixing this rusted door, let's just go get another door from the junkyard if we can find one and swap it over, boom, done. And maybe there was a key originally for those doors and stuff, and maybe they freaking lost it, or never gave it, never needed to lock it. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. There's a lot of maybes. You could play the maybe game. So who knows? Um, who knows? Turn that light on now. Need that light. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you can. To answer your question though, you can get matching keys and change all the barrels and do all that. And I probably won't worry about that though, because I'm not a key person. I don't know. Are all you guys key persons? I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a. I these it's actually only been since I got these the van, or even the Beamer for that matter, that I've needed a key for. Usually everything is boop, boop, central locking and stuff, man. Um so I'll probably do that, in the long run. I'd probably just, instead of worrying about changing keys and things, I'd probably just put central locking on. With that being said though, because I don't know what's up with the key, the original key to that van and stuff, um from a safety perspective, someone said you should change the barrels over for your safety. I think that's a good idea, man. Like, I definitely think it's a good idea, because it is weird that I don't have the key to that. But I think that's a risk you pay with any vehicle. How many times have you bought a vehicle and there was only one key there? You know what I mean? Think about how many times you've bought a car and they go, hey, did you have two keys? And they go, no, man, sorry, I just got the one key. But you don't know. They could probably have two keys. They could have had three keys. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess there's just it is what it is kind of sitch, with any car. I don't think anyone goes around and changes locks to their cars they buy used. Not that I know of. You know what I mean? It's just kind of one of those things. Insure your stuff if you can. Get insurance for it, man, and hope for the best. You know what I mean? Just hope that it's good to go. Um, but I'd probably be more inclined to put an immobilizer in there, with the central locking, instead of just changing the keys. Probably for the same amount of money it would cost, I could put a cheap central locking system in, and an immobilizer, what I'm saying, or alarm or something, that it would cost for me to put freaking new key barrels around the whole vehicle and all that kind of stuff. I'd probably rather do that. And that's probably what I will do. Because I'd rather just boop, boop, and have that ease of knowing one button, all my doors are unlocked. One button, they're all locked. Also, just the mobilizer for security. That's going to stop someone. Even if they get into the vehicle, if the alarm's on and stuff, I'll know about it. The alarm will go off and I'll know what's going on. They won't be able to freaking, you know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, Sherry goes, did you even think about contacting the dealer? Nope, not even for a second, because it's a 96 Ford Transit van. So never thought about going to a dealer to see if they could get me a key for a 96 Transit van. It's an old van. Doubt they could even help me. Wouldn't want to wait for the time it would take for them to organize it. Usually when you go through a dealer and try to chase up microchipped keys and things and all this kind of stuff, you're talking about weeks of waiting to get your key, depending, if you go through a dealer, especially during the pandemic. I couldn't imagine how long I'd have to wait to get a key made from a dealer or something, or organized. So no, didn't think about it. And definitely just calling a locksmith is a quicker solution. At first I called roadside assistance. That was the better solution, because I just needed to get in there. That's all I really needed to do, is be able to get in the van at first, right? I was hoping, like, I wasn't even, I would have been fine with just being able to get in at first. You know what I mean? Just to get in. And I would have called roadside assistance for that. But because the van wasn't registered at the time, with plates, they don't come out in service vehicles that don't have, um, the freaking rego on it. So, but no, I didn't. Um, she goes, they probably can get in with an exact copy of the key, but it would still take time to get keys made. Did this used to be a transport vehicle or something? Geez, Faith, your luck does not run in high places. Yeah. I was wondering that. It was like Fort Knox attempting to get into that van. I couldn't be like, the guy started, the locksmith came at like 12:30 in the day, guys. Was it 11:30 or 12:30? It's one of those. 11:30 or 12:30. And all day he worked for like, well, he worked, okay, so he worked like 3 hours straight, couldn't get in, then went away, did a job, came back, worked for another 4 hours or so, couldn't get in. Then the guy, and then I gave up having faith that this guy could get in. I was like, I need to find another solution. So I was like, man, I'm gonna call a freaking window auto glass dude and see if he could freaking just freaking remove a window so I can get in there, unlock the door, and then the locksmith would be able to have access to get the barrel out and make a new key and stuff. So, but yeah, man. Yeah, it was like that. It felt like it was like one of those freaking uh what are those things called? Um Armored vehicles. Yeah, yeah. That's what you meant. Armored vehicles. Yeah. Um okay. So Jazzy goes, Faith, all the best, my sweet fantastic has arrived. Will be interesting and great to watch you turn this sexy van into an extraordinary sexy van. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. B Genesis Thomas goes, isn't that part of the purchase? Question mark. Yeah. I mean, you would think you would get the keys. He gave me two keys. So that's one thing too. Because I got two keys, when I got it, I got two keys. So you get two keys, you assume you got all the keys. You know what I mean? You get two keys to a van, you're like, oh, okay, cool. One must be for ignition at the very least, and one must be to unlock doors or something else. You just automatically think it has to be something like that. Um, freaking, the car started and everything, so one key worked. The most important one, making it run. But yeah, you would think it would have came with the other key. I don't know if the guy who sold it to me lost the key, never had the key from whoever he bought it from. Because I come find out the guy who sold me the van only had it probably for a short period of time. He bought like 4 vans and was just trying to do them up and flip them himself and make some quick cheddar probably. So, who knows? Maybe he never had a key. He said he never bothered locking the doors or whatever. He didn't worry about it. So I don't know. Oh, that's who said it. He goes, I read that comment and I replied back to it. Um, that's who said, so B. Genesis Thomas said, um, why not have the previous owner give you keys or your money back? I really have an issue with this. I would go and have the locks completely changed for your safety. That's who said completely change your locks for your safety. Um, look, again, I got the van for half price. I got it for half of what he wanted. I got it for like half, dude. Like, again, I got it for such a good deal that I ain't gonna complain. You know what I mean? And plus, this guy, it would have been like pointless to even bother complaining. He yeah, it is what it is. Karen goes, oh, Faith, I'd die for that pizza. Hell yeah. That was a good pizza too. Um, Chuck goes, I wonder what the Chuck SLC Harden goes, I wonder what the ignition key is like. Ignition key is fine. No problems. Just starts right up. So yeah, don't see it be any problems there. Blue Sky goes, always locked from outside. Maybe in regular cars, yeah, but the Ford Transits you can lock with any. Sorry, that year Ford Transit. I don't know if all of them do it, but the locksmith told me, because I was able to lock the my friend locked the car door from the outside with the key. Okay, he locked the driver's door with the key, and apparently that model, because of all the crime that happens in Europe, they made the Ford Transits where you can lock it with any key, basically, that can fit inside. Any key can lock it, but only the proper key can unlock it. So any key that can fit into the thing can lock the door, but only the key that belongs to the actual vehicle can unlock it. So apparently that's because of all the vans that get stolen over there or something like that. They have that feature. So that would mean, yeah, well, you know, it was locked from outside originally by my friend on that door. Then I opened the sliding door over here when I went in the van, and I locked it from inside the door on the side there, like I actually did on that door. But then after I closed it, that's when I realized that passenger's window was open with a crack, and I was like, oh crap, I should have freaking. So now I went to, that's all right, I'll go back and get the key and open it. And that's when I discovered those keys ain't opening the doors, man. So Calvin W. Boys wrote, did you think about talking to the person you got the van from? Again, I told him, I did talk to him. I asked him, I said, yo, man, the key ain't working, key ain't opening. Is there a trick to it? I asked him. He's like, oh, I don't even lock the doors. I didn't know it didn't work. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but that's what he said. So he wasn't going to be very helpful. Plus, I got the sense like the guy, I think he was out also pretty unhappy. What is that? I keep seeing it. I can't help but feel that he's a bit unhappy that he got the van, that he sold the van for half of what he really wanted. You know what I mean? I can't help but feel like he was a bit bitter about not getting what he really wanted for the van or something, I think. So Anna goes, Anna D, aka Farah, goes, what? Question mark. Come on, for real? Locked outside? Been there. Fantastic is sexy. Yeah, I think Fantastic has potential definitely to be sexy. It is crazy. I actually laugh at people who get locked outside their vehicle because I'm like, how can you have that happen? And I think it's so funny. Like, how do you lock your keys in the car? Well, I didn't lock my keys in the car, but I just could not get back in the car because I didn't have the key. But it's kind of funny. I can see how it could happen if you have a vehicle like that, you know, you've locked the doors and you don't have a bloop bloop. I guess you can lock your keys in the car. Karen goes, it's Van Diesel payback. He like, what the F is that? Yeah. What the hell is that, Van? Yeah. Van Diesel is like, yo, you replacing me? You replacing me? How dare you? How dare you, kind sir? How dare you? How dare you? All right. I think I've answered all those questions. So I'll go into this stream, back into this stream, and see what you guys are saying in the stream here. And see if there's any new questions there. And then we'll be caught up, families. Okay. So, all right, here we go. So, all right, here we go. It's funny when you hear yourself. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let me see what I'm missing you guys in here now. What's up, Karen? Welcome back. I didn't even know you left, but welcome back. This won't let me scroll back as far on that phone, so I'm going to come up in here. Bum, 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 bum. Let me see here. I'm gonna scroll back. I see some questions. I'm gonna get to them, guys. Um. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So Toddy goes. We are just living normally down this way. I'm very busy lately, but we'll drop in every now and then for our update. Hey, cool. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it, Toddy. The Masco smart thinking. I don't know what I was smart thinking about now, but thank you. What's up, Tim? Welcome to the stream. Um, Jazzy goes, Faith, better to stay where you are. Yeah, I think so. I think that would be best. No point. Like, you don't head into the lockdown. That's like heading intentionally into a war zone. Like, why would you do that? You know, especially if we don't have a tank. It's like, I'm not doing that. Magical goes, I guess it's easier when you're live streaming to get takeaway. Um, it's as much to the muchness. I don't think it's really any easier or harder. It's funner because you guys like it when I get take out. You know, I know you guys enjoy it when I go in there and get the muffins and all these cool things. I haven't had a freaking muffin in how long? Jeez, dude, I haven't had a chocolate muffin in ages. Probably won't either. I've kind of got that out of my system now, you know. So I probably won't even have. I don't feel like I need to have a chocolate muffin or McDonald's cookies or any of that stuff right now. Like, I'm just enjoying cooking my own food. You know what I'm saying? Later tonight, man, I think I'll drop that apple pie up in there and make some apple pie for you. Hook up that apple pie, hit the apple pie, and I'll cook that up, and that'll be delicious, Mondo. Mm, thinking about it. Margarita goes, I tried CJ's but didn't like it. I guess because they're new and a little disorganized. Um, yeah,